Hey, welcome to a moment of sage. Good to see you. I've said it before about the delusion that is falling upon society, the end time delusion. It's going to get much, much worse. You know, Obama just recently talked about he believes there's aliens. He hasn't seen them, but he's been told. You say that about believing in Jesus and they're considered a nut, or believing in God and, oh, you believe in that old man with the big white beard that's up in the sky. You're a screwball. But he believes in aliens. Of course, he's not criticized by the left for that because he's a leftist. You don't believe that about delusion, huh? I gather some of you responded to that like that. Have you ever seen in the course of history so many people who believe that they are a different gender than their physical makeup? And not just a different gender, maybe multiple genders. Gender fluid. you can flow in and out of different genders. Yep. Have you ever seen a time when people actually identified as an animal? I've seen people crawling across the sidewalk on all fours, meowing. Yeah. And they have a cat litter box at home. Obama's right. There are aliens. They're from the planet Beelzebub, and they love to inhabit human bodies because they're much more successful in living out their evil, and they can infect entire groups. See, when you decide that and claim that what is evil is good and what is good is evil, you open yourself up to judgment. It's the grace of God and His saving us for the remnant here that this country is still standing, because we have declined in the moral compass and the adherence to kingdom principles drastically. I mean drastically over the past 20, 30 years. And it has escalated more and more to where we are to accept people who believe that they are animals or a different sex. Yep. The delusion is just unbelievable. And what comes with that delusion, according to Jesus and the Apostle Paul, will be great rebellion. Like people all around attacking federal officers. Rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, it says in 1 Samuel 15, verses 30 to 32, I believe it is. It is as the sin of witchcraft, which means it's a very, very, very serious abomination to rebel against the authority that's in place. God allows the authority to be in place according to Romans 13 and other verses, and you are to obey that authority. And the authority carries a weapon for a reason. God ordained it. And to watch the people attack federal officers is a clear depiction of that rebellion. Well, ICE is doing terrible things to these people. Well, ICE is doing nothing different than what they did under the Obama administration. But nobody tried to hinder them then. The problems you're seeing with ICE are not because of what's ICE doing. It's because of the rebellion. And all of a sudden, people wanting to protect pedophiles and murderers and such. It's delusion to let millions of people cross the border unchecked. Where were the children rights groups that didn't say a thing about hundreds of thousands of children coming into this country, unattended, brought across the border by cartels? Don't even know where many of them are right now. Where are those leftist groups, leftist members of those groups? Where are they? All the leftist members of women's rights groups, where are they now that men participate in women's sports? Where are they? They're silent. They're mute. They're just like the leftist party during the 2020 riots. They stood mute while people committed treason, while they did an insurrection that went unchallenged. Not only unchallenged, some of them were bailed out of jail by one of our leading spokespersons from the government. Yes, Miss AOC. You want to talk about delusion? Start listening to Jasmine Crockett and AOC, even and Nancy and the rest of them. They've gone bizarre. They're whack jobs. They've gone whack jobs. The Democratic Party has never been like this in 70 years I'm aware of. They've gone completely off kilter. And Obama's right. There are aliens. They've become incorporated in human bodies from the planet of Beelzebub.